welcome to the Friday show with us, Anarchy in the Ukulele.
Did you forget what it was then?
I was trying to work out how you normally do the intro. I'm back.
Yes, you're back. Abby the Goldberg.
I'm Abby the Goldberg. You are Kevin the Duncan. You are JD.
Fat nose.
Fart nose, yeah. Brilliant. Fart nose.
Don't work with children and animals.
Oh, whoa. Not my nose.
Careful.
Not my nose.
Daddy's got an injury.
So, yeah, if anybody notices, I'm not wearing my glasses because I can't, because I had an altercation with
Biffa. He's a big guy.
Other
Which
bins.
is a bin.
Yeah, other bins are available. The Biffa bin lid hit me in the face at about, I don't know, very late last night in pitch black.
It's large. Like, if you don't know what a Biffa bin is, it's like a big industrial bin that you could fit, like, I don't know, 12 bodies in, that kind of size.
Yeah. And my body was nearly in there. It was large, it's heavy. It knocked my glasses
Your body
flying.
or the bin?
My body's nearly my body. It knocked my glasses flying.
Did they
and
break?
It was pitch black and they didn't break. But they did smash into my nose, which is very, very sore. And I haven't had any stitches and I think I might need some.
Yeah.
But
It's making me feel a bit queasy, if I'm honest.
Anyway, we are back this week because last week it all went a bit belly up. And we I had to do the show live, which actually wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be. We might do it occasionally again, and you might do one on your own next time.
In a little live show.
You could do one on your own. What do you reckon? I've no idea.
Probably not.
Well, we'll see.
I don't
When
think
you're
you
older.
could.
No.
You won't even do
When
an
you're older
intro.
and we retire and you and Ralphie and Freddie take over the Anarchy in the Ukulele show, then you'll be able to do them, won't you?
Freddie would do it. He's taken to saying hello. Like
Hello.
he's from the East End of London.
Anyway, what have we got on today's show?
It's movie week.
It's movie week. And what part of today's show is relevant to it being movie week?
We will be discussing movies. We'll be discussing some ukulele movies. We have got some reviews/reactions for you on some movies.
I haven't got my glasses, so I can't read my computer without getting down here.
We've got
I'm going to do my jazz chords.
Yep.
Finishing off my jazz chords, a little course that we ended up doing that wasn't really planned. So we're going to just finish off putting together all of the bits and bobs of Ain't Misbehaving.
Lovely.
Very quick little bit, so that won't be too bad.
We're definitely recording, aren't we?
Are we recording? Let's see, shall we?
We should be.
I'm sure we are. Yes, we are.
Brilliant. We are also, I was going to say it's an exclusive, but actually it's not because the video is out already. But we did a version of Olivia Rodrigo's Vampire, and I believe we're going to play that within the show, aren't we?
No, Abby watched last week's, obviously. Did that bit in last week's. Thanks for your support. Unbelievable.
I think I apologise. And said I got stuck with a woken up child. And...
Well, it's still on there for you to watch. Half an hour of me sweating and talking at 300 miles an hour.
I'm sweating now. It's hot in
It is
here.
hot in here. So yeah, well, it's a nice little short show this week. Short show.
Short show.
Should we do a song at the end from a movie?
Oh, what should we do?
We haven't decided yet, so we'll see what happens at the end.
Why don't you guess what song we're going to do?
That's it. Well, there is a little quiz that I've been running. What is this week's quiz? Because you've remembered it, but I can't remember what it was.
It's at the end of the show. Who calls and where are they?
See, I honestly can't remember this. It was something quite funny, wasn't it?
Yeah, I'm here. Because it was.
I can't remember who calls.
P.Man.
No, it's not P.Man. Is it P.Man? Oh, it's P.Man.
For fork's sake.
Okay, P.Man calls at the end, but where is he? We don't know where he is.
I do.
I don't. Do you want to guess?
On holiday sitting in his pants.
On holiday sitting in his pants.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, it could be worth a guess. It could be worth a guess.
Oh, baby Anarchy's chatting.
Baby Anarchy's chatting away. We might introduce you later.
Or in 5 minutes.
People have been asking every week, Baby Anarchy, where's Baby Anarchy?
Where's baby Anarchy?
Right, let's get on to some ukulele content, shall we?
Let's.
So I'll tell you what, we'll play a little video of doing the jazz chords first. You going to play these jazz chords? Jazz man.
Jessie?
No.
Jess. Roll VT.
That's weird, handing over from me to me. And I'm on my own. Blissful. Ukulele content. We can now talk ukulele content. So. I'm going to do the little finishing touches to Ain't Misbehaving. So far, we've done all the chords of the song. So we've done everything that's in the song. We've done all the added notes, the flattened notes, everything like that. If you want to see those, you can recap on the live shows. But I'm also going to put out next week, on Wednesday next week, Wednesday night, 6 o'clock. I'm going to put out a video that is combining everything together all in one video, and there'll be downloadable tabs and everything to go along with it. So if you have enjoyed this little exploration into jazz chords, watch the whole video, because what I'm trying to do is make this as simple as possible so that anybody can play it, because people do automatically say, you know, jazz, oh, I can't play that, I can't play it, I don't know what the chords are, I don't know where it is. Hopefully I'm trying to simplify it, or just showing you a few little tricks. You know, once you've got that C minor 6 in there, and you got the the A7 with a flattened fifth, it's the same as learning any other chords. They're just 2 chords, 1 finger movement. It's the same as saying that's a C chord, that's a G chord. G chord, 3 fingers down there, it's just as hard to play. So hopefully you could watch that back on Wednesday next week and play along with the whole thing. I did promise you a band recording as well. That didn't happen on the day that we thought we were going to film it, so I'm going to put something very special together for that, and that's going to go out with the Wednesday video as well. So that is that. How are we going to put all this together? Well, the thing we need is, we've got all the chords for the song. We've got the bridge, we've got the middle 8, we've got all of those, we've got the little turnaround, what we haven't got is, we haven't got an intro and we haven't got an ending. So that's what we're going to do this week. Intro and ending quite quickly. You need an intro and ending. You know, lots of ukulele groups, I have seen count-ins or straight in, and they're straight into the song. I think if you're going to do this kind of jazz chord thing, it's more for solo playing and singing along. And I think you do need an intro and an ending. So what I'm going to suggest here, which I've said a lot of, I seem to have said a lot of, don't play jazz chords all the time, because if you play them all the time, they lose their effect. So I'm going to say exactly the same for the intro. Start off on a basic C chord. Then we're going to do our A with the sharpened ninth, which was a bit of a contentious chord last week. I love it. One of my favourite chords. But what you're going to do is, you're going to take that sharpened ninth off there to just resolve to the A7. So again, if you're plucking, you're going... So you get that nice... Go into our normal D7. Or you could, with that, do the... Maybe, nice little turnaround. So then we've then got the C to the A7. So you're doing that ba, 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 on the first string, just going to the third, going to the 7th note that you've got in there. And then we're doing our G7 shape again. Now I've got another little tip for this, because as you may have noticed, I like this sort of sliding this G7 shape up the neck, which gave us a really nice jazzy chord there. I think it's putting an E flat in it, so it's a sharpened fifth, something along those lines. What matters is that it sounds jazzy. If you slide up further, so that was sliding to the 4th there. If you slide up to the 7th, you kind of get another iteration of that jazzy G7 chord. So yeah, what's happening there is, we've got the G on the 4th string, then we've got an A flat. So a real clashy note. That's actually the... that's a flattened ninth. So I had to look at the piano keyboard. That's a flattened ninth, which is unusual. Now you could say it's a flattened second, but a flattened second would indicate that you play a G and then you play a G sharp or an A flat right next to it, and that would be very clashing. Whereas these are an octave apart. So I would go with the flattened ninth. And then we've got a B in there on the second string, and then a F natural. So we've got the G7 in there with the G, B, and the F. We're missing the D, but instead of the D, we're playing an A flat. So you get this really nice. Again, that's just moving the G7 shape there. So what we're looking to end up with that intro is this. What we're then going to do is we're going to repeat that around and around. Now you can play this as many times as you like. It's kind of what you'd call a vamp, where you're just vamping around these 4 chords until you or your singer ready to come in and sing. So we end up with this. It's really not as hard as it seems. The hardest thing in all of that, it's nothing, nothing hard about your C chord. You could strum it as well if you wanted. So it works just as well being strummed. I know some people prefer strumming to the picking. I just like to kind of mix it up a little bit, which is something else I'm going to talk about in a second. So you're going from that G7, that's the hardest bit, the G7 sliding up there. Once you've got your position and you go into that 7th marker there, just practice it. And I kind of did that for my own amusement, but that's also how I practice it. Start off slow as you need to do it. So even if you need to do... and then just speed it up and up and up. Practice that G7 slide. Once you've got it, it's in there. And in this song, any of our G jazzy chords you could replace with that. So anywhere within the song, these are all interchangeable. Anything that's an A chord, you've got either your A with flattened 5th, you've got just an A7, you've got the sharpened 9th. That'll only fit in some places, but you again give it a try, see what happens. G again, you've got there, you've got adding the little finger. So yeah, you can interchange them anywhere you like. So that's our intro. Again, picked it would be. And if I was performing this song, which you'll see when we put the whole video out, I quite like to start it picked, so it starts a little bit quieter. I think that's quite a nice way of starting it, and then you can build the song up and build sections up. Right, that's our intro. When we get to the end of the song, so we've got... I don't stay out late, no place to go, I'm home about 8, just me and my radio. The next line, ain't misbehaving, saving my love for you. What you want to do is you want to make a big ending. So you don't want to just play that once and the end. So what we do is we go round the ain't misbehaving, saving my love for. This is another trick that you can pretty much do on every jazz standard. Just repeat the last line. And quite often you'll just miss that last word out because you're going to repeat the phrase round and round, probably about 3 times. And then you hit the last word with the final chords or your, just before your final flourish. So with that, what you would get is, again, with this, all I'm going to say on this is you've got all these different ways of playing now. You've got, again, the C6, A7 with flattened 5th. That's one way. I'm misbehaving, I'm saving my love for. You could also play it with the straight C and the sharpened ninth. I'm misbehaving, I'm saving my love for. You could play it with the sliding. I'm misbehaving, I'm saving my love for. It all works. Also, you could even revert back to the original chords that we had. So if you remember right back at the beginning, we replaced an A minor chord or an A minor 7 chord with the A major chord. And then we did the A7 and the flattened fifths and all those kind of things. So you could go back to I'm misbehaving, I'm saving my love for, which works quite nicely in one little circumstance of this. So what I would do, just to really kind of show off a little bit when you're playing this, the first time you sing that phrase, I'm misbehaving, I'm saving my love for, do it with the full-on jazz chords. Then strip it back a little bit. I'm misbehaving, I'm saving my love for. Then, to finish it, strip it right back to the original chords, because it just, what it does, it almost gives kind of like an out breath, because it's really recognisable. It's different to what you've heard in the rest of the song, but it's almost like, oh, this is coming to an end now, and you know it's coming to an end. So if you play the C, I'm misbehaving, A minor, just a D7, saving my love for, you know it's coming to the end. If I put all three of those together, please bear with my singing. I'm misbehaving, I'm saving my love for. I'm misbehaving, I'm saving my love for. I'm misbehaving, I'm saving my love for you. Just by changing to that A minor chord and that, you know, just a straight C chord, you really are going, this is the end of the song now, here it comes, preparing everyone for it. And I really like that little idea. Again, these are interchangeable. You can put those chords in wherever in the song. And I would suggest learning it one way, get those jazz chords down, but then don't be afraid to just sometimes simplify them and chuck in a straight A minor or a straight A7 chord. Just sometimes stay on the G7 without putting in the extra note or without sliding up. You know, you can do whatever you like at those bits, and that's how we're going to end the song. Oh, that's quite a lot of hard work, isn't it? It seems like hard work. Honestly, it's not. If you learn those jazz chords, and like I say, on Wednesday, I'm going to put those all together in a full-on episode where you get from the beginning all the way through to the end. You'll get tabs, get everything on screen as well. Follow that through, learn the jazz chords. And I'll tell you what, post us a video of you playing the song or just playing the chords, something. Let me know that someone out there is actually looking at this and playing some of these chords for me. Well, back to the probably non-ukulele content now, from what I can remember of filming the rest of the Friday show, but good luck with that. And actually, one thing before we go back to that content is, we didn't do any ukulele news this week, and there has actually been some ukulele news, so I'm just going to talk about it quickly now. And it is Flight. So I still haven't got my glasses on because my nose is still busted a little bit. It is that Flight have released 2 new ukuleles this week, and they are the Flight Comet, and they are effectively, what they look like here is a fireball, but with different woods. Now, there is an elephant in the room with these, which is that they are bright. There's one that's bright blue and one that's quite bright green. That's not particularly my cup of tea, but I am interested in the sound of them. I get the feeling they might sound really nice, but the looks might put people off a little bit. It really wouldn't surprise me that if they tone that down on one of them and do. If I had a choice, Flight, it would be to do a really dark one, maybe like a black finish where you see the wood grain coming through, like the grey finish that they do almost on the Nighthawk, something like that, but without the blue. So kill the bright colours, just do me a Nighthawk type finish with the black cutaway. I would buy that tomorrow. Stunning addition to our Royal Series. The most striking feature of the Comet is its all solid stained flame maple top. So it's a maple top. So different to the Fireball, and it's paired with solid mango back and sides. So the Fireball is all solid mango, and so it's got basically the back and sides of the Fireball, but the top is maple. So kind of like a combination of the Anniversary series that they did, where they did sort of maple, all solid maple ones. We had which was it, an A10 FM, the flamed maple, which was really nice, which means you get this lovely looking front as well. It's just the blue that is currently putting me off, but then I haven't seen one in person either. There's a new sound, side sound hole as well, with a new sort of look to it. I'm quite excited by how that might sound, because we had the Fireball that is now Paul's, which I really liked. I loved that ukulele, and Paul absolutely adores that ukulele. And then we had the can I go back to me? Let's see. It's all about me, or it should be all about me, but it's not at the minute until I'm on screen. Oh, I've lost myself. Here I am. Right, there we go. So so a combination of that, and then we had the Maple Anniversary series, which I really liked, but again, the colouring did slightly put me off it. I like the sound, and again, it was one of those that's completely different to any other ukulele that we've got, but it was very, very soft. I didn't find it that usable in a band situation, which is where I do most of my playing. It was a really nice solo ukulele, but I almost found it too thick and too warm, and I feel like the combination of the mango sides and back and the maple top might be a perfect combination, and could even be more popular than the Fireball, which, you know, has got to be probably their most popular ukulele, I would argue. But Flight, if you want to make me a black one, I would absolutely love it. They're not going to listen to that, but I would buy tomorrow. I would place my order tomorrow, and I think other people would as well. So, you know, maybe do listen, because I don't talk rubbish all the time. Occasionally, I talk sense, not very often. So yeah, anyway, that was the Jazz Chords with a little bit of ukulele news. We'll go back to me and Abby and Jessie. Hope you enjoyed the rest of the show, and I will see you with the Jazz Chords Wednesday, 6 o'clock. It will go up. I'll do it as a premiere as well, so that I'll be on the chat. So if anyone wants to ask any questions, then I'll be on the chat there and then and can answer them for you. Hope you get on all right with that. Have a practice before Wednesday. Watch the video, chat along with me, let me know how you're getting on. I would love that. Back to the other studio that's the same studio. It gets very confusing.
Oh, that was great.
Oh, sorry, I haven't got my glasses on. I can't see anything. Literally, I don't know what I'm going to do. I've got to drive to London tomorrow. I
think hopefully it'll be alright by tomorrow. No, not tomorrow, Friday.
No, I've got to drive to London tomorrow as well.
Oh, yeah. Well, you can't drive
and Friday, yeah. So I'm driving the van.
Probably.
I'm taking the van.
Does not.
That's not, you're probably going to have to.
Shall we get on with the ukulele content?
I thought that was great. Good jazz chords. Jazzy.
Thank you.
Very jazzy.
I mean, you haven't watched them, so let's...
I felt like I was in the Blue Note.
Look at you, not Ronnie Scott's.
Blue.
No, I'm more of a New York kind of gal.
Anyway, right, so we're going to do some ukulele movie reviews.
Yeah.
So I have found a couple. The first one I found is called The Ukulele Man.
Which you just watched.
And it is we're going to watch it now. It's a scary movie. So we can't play it with the sound on, but we'll play it and we'll chat over the top of it. We will tell you what's going on during the movie.
If it's literally says horror film, I'm not watching.
No, you probably don't want to watch it, Jess. Here we go.
This good opening titles.
Mocko Studio.
Ah, the Ukulele Man. This guy, this wannabe Ed Sheeran. Oh, he's playing his ukulele and the lights have gone off.
Gone. Ooh, I'm repeating.
Spooky, spooky, creepy. What could it be? Why don't you check the fuse box, mate? Just a thought. Oh,
handy torch.
Did he have a torch, or is that his phone?
That's not his phone. That's a torch.
Yeah. Oh, that's a bit unrealistic, isn't it? Oh, there's the cat.
The cat's named Oliver.
Oh, is he?
Apparently so. Yeah, you'll see it at the end.
I thought he was great.
Probably you'll end up seeing Michael Jackson.
Michael Jackson, though. You thinking it's Thriller?
Oh, see, I told him to check the fuse box.
He wants to look behind him, though. That's what he wants to do.
Oh, they're all.
So basically, he's stood at the fuse box. He starts hearing a ukulele play, and he's like, "Who's playing the ukulele?" My guess would be it's the Ukulele Man.
He's gonna go and check it out.
Michael Jackson.
Shh.
I think it's better in
Maybe
silence.
it'll end up being you.
It is better in silence, isn't it?
Maybe it's you.
And he's like...
Oh, it's the Ukulele Man, so he's playing his ukulele.
He's like, hello, mate.
Is it bad that all I'm interested in is what type of ukulele has he got?
So basically what's happening here is this man singing a ukulele song about how he's a ukulele man, come for your soul.
He probably has a tenor.
And the other guy's like, all right, that's not funny now, mate. Get out of my house.
Am I literally in camera?
Yes.
Oh, the man's disappeared.
The Ukulele Man disappeared.
Oh, goodness. And the Ukulele Man's gone?
Ukulele Man's gone. The ukulele's there. The man's gone.
Yeah, I got a bit confused by the ending, I'll be honest.
No, the man has disappeared. But Oliver the cat did a grand job.
I was a bit confused by the ending.
You were, yeah.
I didn't realise that the man had disappeared.
They all disappeared and there's just a ukulele left on its own.
What I learned from this is that you're probably safest to not have a ukulele in your house because it appears that the Ukulele Man doesn't bring his own ukulele.
Well, you are perfectly safe then, aren't you?
So I should be alright.
I'm going to send one home with you tonight. So, right, the Ukulele Man. So, yeah, anyway, we found that little horror film
little tidbit
on there. Other films that we found, which we probably should have done first because they are proper films. I'm going to put a bit of this one on.
What's a proper film?
So, this is The Mighty Uke, which is a film from around about 2010. It is all about the resurgence of the ukulele during that period, early 2000s.
Jake Shurima-Bakura's in it.
He is. He features quite heavily, as does James Hill, Peter Luongo. Do you know James Hill? Do you go to school with James Hill?
No.
So in 2010, there was this kind of, or it already happened, but the resurgence of ukulele. I think they call it the second wave or the third wave. I forget which one it is, to be honest. I find it a bit unusual when they talk about these waves of ukulele popularity.
So it's like a docu-film.
It's a docu-film, and it's all about, there's little bits about how the ukulele started and where it is now, things like this group playing and stuff like that, and all the groups around the world, and how they differ as well. So there's kind of British groups here. Oh, there's a lady hula hooping and playing the ukulele. Goodness. You should do that. There's James Hill and his wife.
I don't think she might be a gymnast, Abby.
Oh,
sorry, you don't think I'm a gymnast? I'm grade 8 ballet, I'll have you know.
Probably falling off the beam a lot.
And how it's used in schools, and there was a lot of this in British schools, but there's a lot in Hawaii, in America, all over the world. And that's what makes it an interesting film, because it's showing kind of how this resurgence happened in all different places at the same time, that have completely different cultures, different ways of viewing the ukulele, different ways of playing the ukulele. I stumbled across it. The film is, let's have a look. How do we see how long it is?
An hour.
Yeah, so it's about an hour long. Everybody who you've now heard of in the ukulele world seemed to be in this film, even though their careers were perhaps not off the ground at that time.
You're in the ukulele world.
Yeah, I'm not in it, but people haven't heard of us. So it just gives you an insight onto where the ukulele has got to at this point.
Yeah.
So,
and it's not actually out there, is it? But if you look on YouTube...
If you look on YouTube, you'll find it. It will always say in the description, this isn't my film, and I put it up here because I couldn't find it anywhere else and people should see it. And that's exactly what... When it was released, they toured with it, and they'd have people playing, but they'd also show the film at ukulele clubs.
Which is really cool.
Which I thought was a good idea.
We should make a film.
Yeah, worthy of doing a film.
Yeah.
I do think... Are you? You making a ukulele film?
No, not ukulele.
Oh, what's your film about?
I haven't figured that out yet.
Hot Wheels, Lego, Paw Patrol, Thomas the Tank Engine.
Don't be silly.
Oh. Okay, whatever. So yeah, there's some really good, insightful interviews in this, and it's only 55 minutes, so everybody should watch it. I really enjoyed it. So that was our first little film to
That's the
kind of tell you
Mighty
about.
Uke.
Yeah, I realise we're kind of preaching to the what's the word?
Choir.
Yeah, here a little bit, but then some of you may not have heard of this, and I would recommend definitely getting out and watching it. So that was our first film. So our third film is the Norwich. We're slightly in the way of the graphics there, but the Norwich Ukulele Revolution. So the Norwich Ukulele Revolution. It's a film made by just a company in Norwich, basically a media company in Norwich, and Anna.
That's a great fish and chip shop.
That is a really good fish and chip shop. The Grosvenor, the Birdcage used to be a nice pub, but it's closed now.
Oh.
And Anna, oh great, your stinky feet on me, is the main kind of narrator.
I think I've actually seen this before.
Have you? You might have been there while I was watching it. Okay, if you're quiet during the rest of this movie segment, I will give you £10.
No, you'll give me an iPad.
No, I'll give you £10
Bye.
To put towards your
to
iPad.
put towards your iPad. Right, 3, 2, 1, quiet. Brilliant. Oh, lovely. So yeah, Norwich, there's a guy wearing a really bad wig. I don't know what that was
Ooh,
about.
It looks a bit like a chicken.
Yeah, there's some weird bits with this guy that I don't really like, little interlude bits that I don't fully understand. But it's got all these different acts on there that are really, really good, that are based in Norwich. And she does kind of like punk stuff and really, really different stuff on the ukulele. Again, we're not going to play the audio because we think we get a copyright strike, but get over there and watch it. It's Millie Manders. And it's a lot of the film is actually based around, used to be a Eastern Ukulele Festival. I can't remember what it was called. It was either East Anglia Ukulele Festival or the Eastern Ukulele Festival. And it was based at the Art Centre in Norwich, which is a really, really nice venue. And it had loads of really good acts come over. British acts like Phil Dolman were in the last one. But acts came over from, there was someone from Poland, a duo that were really, really good.
Oh, wow.
Playing kind of folk music, but using an accordion and ukulele. And this was just a really interesting little film that I found. One, because it's from Norwich, which is near to us here, so we know the place.
I've been there loads of times.
Oh, you haven't got your £10.
That's awkward.
Oh, that's a shame. No £10. Unfortunately, the Eastern Ukulele Festival doesn't exist anymore, which I think is a real shame,
it is a
because
shame.
there isn't much going on in the East. We had this Ukulele Day,
Yeah.
but that was probably considerably smaller than what this was.
Yeah.
And I think it'd be really nice. But effectively, it's the same kind of thing. They're talking about this same wave of ukulele, even though this was made, I think, 2018. There's sort of interviews in local music shops in Norwich and talking about, how the rise of kind of people coming in looking for ukuleles has gone up massively, what their best-selling instruments are and things like that.
And it's only about 35 minutes long.
It's about 35 minutes long. What was quite nice about it was, this is the guy that used to run the ukulele festival. What was quite nice about it, get your stinky trotters off me. What was quite nice about it was that it is really, really well made, because it's made by a proper media production company that shoot films, and the lady that runs the company is a ukulele player. It's really, there's Phil, it's really, really, what's that strange man doing next to him? He's playing a bag of crisps.
Has he just gotten up?
Dead Man's Uke were there as well. It was a really nice looking festival, so it's such a shame it's not happening. But it's not all about festival, it's about the ukulele in general. It's really nicely made, and I think it's definitely worth a 35-minute watch. And I think that's a film unlike the Mighty Uke.
Uke East.
Uke East, that's the one. Uke East. See, that's a good name, isn't it? And yeah, so they didn't come back after 2018, which is a shame, I think. And yeah, it's a really good film, so you may not have heard of that one. Pop it into the search, the Norwich Ukulele Revolution. It's a really, really interesting watch. And I think that festival could have grown to be a much bigger festival as well. That is basically our film review, but there is one more film for us.
Can we have
It's
sound on this one?
We can have sound on this one, I think. Although we can't talk over the sound. I think it's funny without the sound. You want the sound, you have to go and watch it. So this is Bongo Boy's dad.
Bongo Dad?
Tall Steve.
Oh.
Tall Steve. I kept calling him Big Steve last week. But it's Tall Steve. And Bongo Boy made this.
Why?
I can't. It might have been for some kind of competition. Have you seen this before? Yeah, you've seen it. Okay, watch again. Look, so Tall Steve-O's in his banana tree. Who knew that like bananas grew on bits of string?
With one apple. Oh, two
apples.
It's an apple and banana tree.
And he's investigating in the middle of the night. I mean, why he went out there in the middle of the night with his torch?
Do you think
to
he
look
heard
at
a noise?
Tree?
Or he smelled bananas?
What, like a banana sounding noise? Like,
oh, what was that just ran past? Oh, who's there? Says Tall Steve-O.
This is. Well, I think we've improved it by having the sound.
He's
off.
quite dapper, Sam's dad, isn't he?
Abby's got a bit of a thing for Tall Steve-O.
I think
be honest.
people have actually watched this before.
We have played this before, but we thought you can't have movie week without playing our favourite
One of our own
non-ukulele based movie.
Who's having a little look at Tall Steve-O there? Someone's watching him from the trees. Yeah. Oh goodness! I tell you,
it seems a bit longer without the sound on. I might have to overdub the sound.
What?
This is my favourite clip.
Why? What are these bits down the side of Sam's mouth?
I mean, I don't know.
Wait, is that Sam?
That's Bongo Boy.
In the banana?
Yes.
And he's killed Tall Steve-O with bananas.
With bananas.
Is that real?
No, it's not real. Bongo Boy did not. Just as a disclaimer, Bongo Boy did not murder his dad.
What I really enjoy, firstly, is the lack of capitalisation on surprise there. But actually, in the
if you go to
Banana Victim,
if you go to here,
it's called Banana Surprise.
He's spelled surprise wrong. Oh, bless him, Bongo Boy.
Bongo Boy.
I tell you what, though, he might have this changed by the second that you can log on to this. He's probably gone on there and
There's
changed
also an outtakes video.
There is an outtakes video, yeah.
Which is definitely worth a watch.
13 years ago, that was.
So,
what was your favourite of those movies?
Yeah, which was your favourite?
Banana.
You like banana? Which do you like?
It's got to be banana, hasn't it? Especially when Jessie asked if it's real.
I'm going to keep it real. And I think I think
the Norwich Ukulele Revolution.
If I was going to get you to watch one, it would be the Norwich Ukulele Revolution.
Wait, so Sam's in the movie?
Yes, I think the Mighty Uke movie is possibly better because it's literally filmed all over the world. Probably had a bigger budget, but it doesn't look as nicely filmed because it was a bit older, I think.
Yeah.
But I really enjoyed the Norwich one, not just because it's being Norwich. Local, but yeah, I really enjoyed that. So I would say go and watch the Norwich one. Right, I think it's nearly time to go.
Goodness gracious. I'm boiling.
You haven't done your Barbie review.
Oh.
Give us Barbie.
So, I went to see Barbie. You know there's a new Barbie film out. I gotta say, so there's a lot of... Like, the internet is flooded with amazing reviews. And don't get me wrong, it was really good. It's, the first solo female director to gross, over £1 billion in the box office. Like, it's done great things. I'm not a very good feminist. I'll be honest.
You're the worst feminist.
If I was going to sum it up, I would say too much feminism, not enough Barbie, and very little plot.
You wanted way more Barbie.
I wanted more Barbie, and there wasn't.
I've not seen it, so
there wasn't really a plot. And it does obviously give a great message about feminism and the way women are viewed in the world. But I don't think that's information that women don't already know. I think perhaps if you're a misogynistic man, it could shed some light on things for you, but it probably wouldn't because you're a misogynistic man. So for me, it was a message that we already knew. There wasn't really much plot to give the message, and there wasn't enough Barbie.
Do you know what message I'm getting from this?
What?
That this is a ukulele-based show.
I think she plays a ukulele.
She doesn't play a ukulele. We have ukulele content sometimes. The second Abby gets onto something that's not ukulele, she gets quite enthused and serious about it, and it was Barbie that did it.
But I think everyone should still go and see it. It was a good film. Margot Robbie looks incredible. Obviously, all the Barbies look incredible.
Or for the same time that you could go and see Barbie, you could watch an episode of us, the Norwich Ukulele Revolution, and the Mighty Uke.
Well, no, it's not very long. It's only like an hour and 48 minutes or something.
Short-changed as well.
Yeah, my friend Claire Googled it because we've both just had babies and she was worried that she might fall asleep, which she did, but she said it was the best £7.50 she'd spent on a nap.
Talking of babies, shall we wheel baby Anarchy in a minute
Shall we?
and introduce him? I mean, he'll be asleep, but he can come on camera.
Baby.
But before that, hold on. The phone's ringing.
Oh my goodness, shall I get it?
Do you want to get it?
Hello, Anarchy in the Ukulele HQ.
I mean, he's talking into the earpiece, but hey.
It's Paul.
Oh, Paolo.
Hello, Paul. What are you doing?
Children today don't know how phones work.
No, I know. It's bizarre, isn't it?
Can I talk to him? Is he stuck somewhere?
I'm on holiday sitting in my tent.
Paolo, babes. You okay? Paul. All right, calm down. No, calm down. You stuck, are you?
Where's he stuck?
In his holiday house.
I honestly can't remember where he's stuck.
in
We
his
filmed this
holiday
once last week.
house.
No. Honestly, it's easy. All you have to do is you have to get in the car, you have to drive, you have to sing that song, and then you have to get on the camper van, you have to go on the spaceship, and then you have to go on the boat through the waves, and then you have to go on the roller skates, and then you'll be right back in LA.
I know where he's stuck.
I thought he was stuck in his holiday home.
He's stuck in Barbie land.
He's stuck in Barbie land. He went to Barbie land again.
Oh, Paul, we've told you this happened last time. We can't keep comping those plane tickets back from LA.
Every couple of weeks, we're like, Paul, you're supposed to be here filming videos with us. Where are you? Barbie land.
No.
Every couple of weeks.
Sweetheart, you're not a Ken. No. You're not even an Alan.
Who's Alan?
So sew your sleeves back on because you haven't got any biceps to show. Get in that car and drive. You'll be back in LA before you know it, and stop doing it, all right? Because the cost of latex and plane tickets is getting too much. All right. Yeah, we love you.
Well, hold on.
Sorry,
You're not speaking for me.
You're going to have to cut this bit, but he won't get off the phone unless I do it.
Let me speak to him.
Paul's a Barbie girl. Yeah. Let me try to seriously. Don't. Paul's a Barbie girl in a Barbie world. Life in plastic. Paul's fantastic.
Barbie girl, Paul, Barbie girl. He's a Barbie girl.
So I'm trying to do it seriously.
Let me speak to him.
All right, we love you. Jessie
him.
wants to say goodbye. Yep, yes, we can play Barbies next time you come. All right, love you.
Hello.
Ow, just hurt my nose.
Hello. You're stuck in Barbie land. Barbie girl.
Oh, he's gone.
He's gone. Right, okay, so are we going to introduce Baby Anarchy? This is Baby Anarchy, everybody.
Oh, see, he doesn't like the lights.
No, he doesn't like the lights, unfortunately. But his first official appearance on screen.
I want to hold him.
No, he's fast asleep. Look, he's asleep on Mummy.
Yeah,
So we're
going to
do a very quiet version of Barbie Girl. Thank you for watching this week. If you stayed to the end, well done.
Well done.
I'll be honest, it's not a best.
If you guessed that it was Paolo calling from Barbie Land, well done.
Paul's calling again.
Oh.
Hello, Paul.
That's not how you use a phone.
He said he's back from Barbie Land.
That was quick.
But I know. He says he's now stuck in his hotel.
Wearing his pants.
Yeah, he's in holiday and now he's stuck. He's stuck in the door. He's left his car.
In which case, if you either guessed that he was in Barbie Land, not likely you're going to guess that, or that he was on holiday in his pants. Jessie did tell you at the beginning, so if you didn't put it in the comments, then you don't win.
Lost.
But if you did put it in the comments, then we'll send you some merchandise. Right.
I'm a Barbie girl in a Barbie world. Life in plastic, it's fantastic. You can brush my hair, undress me everywhere. Imagination, life is your creation.
Come on, Barbie, let's go, Barbie.
Yeah.
Not doing that again.
Come on, Barbie, let's go party.
Well, I'm not a Barbie girl in a Barbie world.
Oh,
See you next week, guys.
So much fun.
Thanks for watching.
He loves pink.
I do quite like pink.
Yeah,
The artist or the
he
colour?
wears pink pants.
I do wear pink pants
Like
occasionally.
Paul.
Please don't forget to
Subscribe,
subscribe,
and
ring the bell.
bell.
Normal service will be resumed next week. Bongo Boy's back off holiday.
And he'll be looking like Barbie.
So we'll probably
How
have
is that
no
a plus?
heads or sound.
See you next week.
Bye bye.